First, I want to talk about the game itself because I thought the energy in the building was just terrific. I thought the students were fantastic. The community coming out and all of those people, COUGS and ZAGS, who made that trip down from Spokane, what a tremendous atmosphere. And that game had to show extremely well on TV. It felt, in my opinion, like obviously a big-time game with the intensity in the building. And I'm hoping those that are in positions to make these types of decisions, that we can continue the game. It makes no sense to me that you've got these two great programs, and this program will come. And you're an hour and 15 minutes away. You should play. There's enough COUGS up there in Spokane. There's enough ZAGs scattered down into this area. We even have them in our reception that I came in to visit at before the game and took pictures with them. So I want to make sure they put them on Twitter and vote for the game. And I'm hoping just Mark and his administration understands the value of this. And not just the value of it for their program and for our program, but the value of it for all these great fans. I mean, people that have seen these games played, 80-plus years, and have come to probably so many of them, to not play this game, something just doesn't feel right to me. That if we're this close and everything else in two competitive programs, they certainly do it the right way, because I've been around that program, around that conference for years, since my days at St. Mary's, and we certainly do it the right way. We recruit the right way, we have character. Everybody in this program is on track and will graduate from the school. We're at 100% graduation rate. So when you have all of those wonderful things going for yourself, two great communities, two outstanding institutions, to me, it would just, it could get to be where it's a great party before the game between the ZAGs and the COUGS. You have the game, and it's a great party after the game. Because everybody's good people. Good people up in Spokane, good people down here. And that's me being the outsider coming into this program. There are some wonderful people. And I've gone up there to Spokane and been involved with the American Cancer Society. I'll be involved with programs up there and continue to be involved with Cougar Nation up there. But there's a lot of ZAGs up there that I'm involved with also. So to me, I'm hoping that everybody feels the worth and can sense the value to continue this series, because that was a really excellent college basketball game. Getting to the game itself, Wilcher was the difference in the game the first half. He put on, in my opinion, just a pro performance. He was not shooting the ball very well from three. With Karnowski being out, it looked like he rose to the occasion, the way he got the game started. And, we didn't have it in our scouting report that he was going to shoot a 40-foot threes and hit the bottom of the net, so we had to make some adjustments. The 20 points he got in the first half put the cushion on the game, but we cut it to 6, but we really never really gained control of the game. Junior Longhurst did an outstanding job on him, particularly the second half, holding him to 2 points. But I'm a big numbers guy. And when you look at this team, we had 12 point-blank missed layups. That should just never happen. If you make half of them, obviously it's a different game. I don't think I've ever had a team that had 4 assists on 25 buckets. So we'll look at tape to figure out that piece. And then just as importantly, our bench played 72 minutes and got 1 basket. And we've spent so much time developing this bench, but yet that bench played in games that it's never played in before. This big-time atmosphere against that big-time team. So they need some adjustments as well, too. So all in all, we'll take the game, and we'll look at tape. We'll use the moment, the game, the energy, that team, and really get better from the experience of it all. And that's the next step for us. That's a lot of words for you, but can I go now? What, you got more?
Well, I was just thinking, what do you think about the defense that they played on Josh to kind of hold him in check tonight?
I don't know if it's necessarily the defense they played on Josh, because he got the 2 quick fouls and we had to take him out of the game. He got knocked off rhythm, more so than anything else. So I don't know if it was the defense, because it wasn't as if they had a super quick guard on him. It wasn't as if they were doubling down on him. I'll have to look at some tape to give a final analogy of that. But I just think the fouling hurt him, and I think that put on his heels a little bit with Wilcher in the game that he had. So we probably could have got Josh the ball more, just like I know we could have got Connor the ball more. But at the same time, if Wilcher has half that game, and we make half our it's just a different game, different feel. We never got control of the game to put the pressure on them we need to put on them with that crowd in the building and everything.
Coach, only 10 threes attempted. Was that a byproduct of their defense, or was that part of the game plan?
I think a little bit of both. When I say game plan, when I had Connor in there and I felt like we were struggling at times, we wanted to pound the ball inside. I felt like we wanted to get Sabonis and Wiltshire in foul trouble if possible, so that took threes out of it. I think, again, when you talk about 4 assists, I think that's a little bit too much one-on-one. We probably could have gave the ball up. So before I look at tape and can really assess that, my first observation, it's a little bit of both. And we're going to see that again as well, too. I thought our students, I've seen them at football games, and I've sat there and seen them and just hoped and prayed that we would get some numbers out for basketball games. And to see them do that chop and to see that crowd over there, if we get that kind of energy in the building, the sky's the limit for this team. But we're going to go through growing pains, but when you have that kind of energy behind you, when those new transfers understand how hard they have to play at this level and get on their games and get their confidence, and you put that crowd with the way we play and the speed of the game, it could really, really be some great moments in that arena this year.
Coach, Q had a team-high 18 points tonight. Can you just comment on his performance and what you saw out of him?
With Josh not having his normal game, I thought it was important for somebody to step up like that. And Connor did it, Q did it. Q was really, really good on the offensive end. And I think you're starting to see flashes of what everybody thought he could do. He's in better shape this year. He's in an attack mode a lot more this year. If he can just continue to learn how to give the effort. He has the talent. It's all about the effort and playing hard. And when he does that, you can see what kind of player he is, because we rode him a lot in the second half, called his number, and he produced pretty much every time for us.
Ernie, looked like Mark talked to you several seconds after the game. Anything in particular?
No, we're friends. We talked about the game and the battles in the game. I think his first comment was, why wouldn't they give you the timeout? And I said that Fisher was a little bit busy having conversation. He knew he was in the wrong by should be paying attention to me needing a timeout. But that was about it. We wished each other well and those types of things. So, again, I'm hoping they can circle back and look at their scheduling for down the road, because I certainly feel like our power ranking and all those things, we were every bit as good as any Nicholls State or any one of those programs that they're coming in here playing, and yet you do it in a sense that it's not just about us. I think it's about the two communities. And there's some people here that have put a lot of money and a lot of resources into both of these programs, that are neighbors, that are friends, that are comrades, that come to the games, that would like to see the game being played. It's good and fun for them too. Sometimes you got to look at things a little bit differently than just the winning and losing of things, and this might be one of those times, I'm hoping.
But the last word you got from him still, he had absolutely ruled it out, but expects at this point to not schedule you next season.
That's kind of where we left it when I last talked to him. And again, everybody's asking me what Mark said, and I'm not reading what Mark has said. So I'm encouraging all of you to ask Mark to see what Mark says. I can give you my response. We want to play. And we think the game is great. It's great for us. It's great for the community. As long as we play up there 1 year, we play down here 1 year, we'll play up there, we'll play. It's just great, and it makes sense, really.
I wrote